gardens of the ocean. The stonefish, the deadly guardian of the reef. Beneath the glittering waves of tropical seas, beauty often hides a silent danger. Among the vibrant corals and shifting sands rests a creature that is both mysterious and deadly, the stonefish. At first glance, it appears to be nothing more than a lump of rock or coral, lifeless and unremarkable. Yet within this disguise lies the most venomous fish in the world, a predator perfectly adapted to survive in the ocean's most competitive environments. The stonefish is a master of camouflage. Its mottled skin, colored in shades of brown, gray, and red, blends seamlessly with the seabed. Warts, ridges, and algae-like patterns cover its body, giving it the appearance of a rock that has weathered the tide for centuries. This disguise allows the stonefish to remain invisible not only to its prey, but also to the predators that might otherwise hunt it. Hours, even days, may pass as the fish remains perfectly still, conserving energy and waiting for the right moment. When that moment comes, the stonefish reveals its deadly efficiency. It is an ambush predator, relying on patience rather than pursuit. Small fish, shrimp, and crabs move unsuspectingly close, unaware of the danger resting before them. In less than the blink of an eye, just 0.015 seconds, the stonefish expands its mouth, creating a vacuum that swallows its prey whole. This lightning strike is among the fastest feeding actions in the animal kingdom. For the victim, there is no chance of escape. But what truly makes the stonefish infamous is its venom. Along its back stand 13 stout dorsal spines, each capable of delivering a powerful cocktail of toxins. These spines are not used for attack. Rather, they are weapons of defense. When stepped on or threatened, the stonefish injects its venom deep into the flesh of its aggressor. For smaller predators, this means certain death. For humans, the consequences can be severe: excruciating pain, swelling, tissue damage, paralysis, and in rare cases, death if medical treatment is not received in time. In coastal communities across the Indo-Pacific, where stonefish are most common, stories of painful encounters are passed down like cautionary legends, reminding all who live by the sea of the dangers hidden beneath its beauty. Despite its reputation, the stonefish is not an aggressor. It does not seek out conflict, nor does it actively attack. Its venom is a shield, not a weapon of pursuit. The stonefish would prefer to remain unnoticed, hidden in plain sight, undisturbed in its silent vigil on the ocean floor. Its very existence is a reminder that in nature, survival often depends on the balance between concealment and defense. Yet, the stonefish plays a vital role in its ecosystem. By preying on smaller fish and crustaceans, it helps maintain balance within the reef. It prevents any one species from overwhelming the delicate structure of this underwater community. Like many predators, it is both feared and necessary, a living thread in the tapestry of marine life. For humans, encounters with the stonefish have sparked both fear and fascination. Divers, once wary of its presence, now marvel at its ability to disappear in plain sight, an evolutionary masterpiece of survival. And for storytellers of the sea, the stonefish remains a symbol of mystery, a creature that embodies both the danger and the wonder of the ocean. In the end, the stonefish is a paradox. It is feared for its venom, yet admired for its beauty. It is still a stone, yet strikes with the speed of lightning. It hides in silence, yet its presence speaks loudly of nature's power and perfection. To know the stonefish is to understand that the ocean is not only a place of dazzling colors and gentle giants, but also a realm where the most unassuming creatures can hold the deadliest secrets. Stonefish belong to the family Scorpaenidae and the genus Synancia, which includes at least 5 recognized species, such as Synancia verrucosa and Synancia aurita. They are widely regarded as the most venomous fish in the world. On average, a stonefish measures between 25 and 40 centimeters in length and can weigh around 2 kilograms. Along its dorsal fin, it carries 13 rigid spines, each connected to venom glands capable of delivering one of the ocean's most powerful toxins. Stonefish inhabit the vast Indo-Pacific region, ranging from the Red Sea and the east coast of Africa to northern Australia, Japan, and as far as Polynesia. They are most often found in shallow waters between 0 and 30 meters deep, living among coral reefs, rocky seabeds, sandy bottoms, or muddy coastal flats. Unlike many reef fish, some species of stonefish are also able to survive in estuarine environments, tolerating brackish waters where rivers meet the sea. What makes the stonefish extraordinary is its ability to disappear in plain sight. With mottled skin patterns in shades of brown, gray, and reddish hues, its body often resembles encrusted coral rubble or eroded rock. Algae and warty growths further enhance this disguise. Because the fish is a poor swimmer, it relies heavily on camouflage and patience, often lying completely motionless for hours or even days. This stillness is not laziness, but a refined hunting strategy, waiting for prey to come within striking distance. Stonefish are ambush predators. They do not chase their prey, but instead wait for small fish or crustaceans to approach. When the moment is right, the stonefish opens its cavernous mouth at lightning speed, creating a suction that pulls the prey inside. This strike happens in as little as 0.015 seconds, making it one of the fastest feeding responses among all vertebrates. The entire act is so quick that the prey rarely has time to react, vanishing instantly into the predator's mouth. The venom of a stonefish is delivered through its dorsal spines, and it contains a complex mix of neurotoxins, cytotoxins, and cardiotoxins. These compounds can cause intense pain, tissue necrosis, difficulty breathing, paralysis, and in severe untreated cases, even death. For predators, the venom acts as a powerful deterrent. For humans, stepping on a stonefish in shallow waters can result in one of the most excruciating experiences described in marine injuries. Interestingly, the venom is used purely for defense. The fish does not inject venom when capturing prey. Because of its potency, stonefish venom has become the subject of extensive medical research. Scientists study its proteins to understand how they affect nerve and muscle function, and some components are being explored for potential pharmaceutical applications, such as painkillers or treatments for cardiovascular problems. An effective antivenom already exists and is widely used in Australia, where stonefish stings are most common. Rapid administration of this antivenom, combined with hot water immersion therapy, can significantly reduce the impact of envenomation. Despite its fearsome reputation, the stonefish plays an important role in the reef ecosystem. While feared by humans, the stonefish is a vital component of the biodiversity of the Indo-Pacific seas. The clownfish, the playful jewel of the ocean. Beneath the warm, shallow waters of tropical coral reefs lives one of the ocean's most beloved creatures, the clownfish. Brightly colored in vivid oranges, whites, and blacks, these tiny fish are among the most recognizable animals in the sea. Their playful appearance has made them popular around the world, but beneath their charm lies a fascinating story of survival, cooperation, and resilience. The clownfish spends its life among the stinging tentacles of sea anemones. To most fish, these tentacles are deadly, armed with venomous cells that can paralyze and kill. But the clownfish is an exception. Protected by a special layer of mucus on its skin, it is immune to the anemone's sting. This remarkable adaptation allows it to live safely among the anemone's tentacles, where few predators dare to follow. In return, the clownfish becomes the anemone's guardian, chasing away intruders and cleaning debris from its surface. This extraordinary partnership, known as symbiosis, is one of the ocean's most celebrated examples of cooperation between species. Life in the reef is dangerous, and survival requires constant awareness. The clownfish is a small creature, usually no longer than 11 centimeters, and many larger predators patrol the waters. But within the protective embrace of the anemone, the clownfish thrives. Here, it finds both food and shelter. Leftover scraps from the anemone's meals provide nourishment, while the clownfish's movements increase water circulation, keeping its host healthy. Together, they form a bond so close that one cannot imagine the life of the other without it. Clownfish are also remarkable for their social structure. Each anemone hosts a small colony, led by a dominant female and her chosen male partner. The rest of the colony consists of smaller, non-breeding males. If the female dies, something extraordinary happens. The male partner changes sex, becoming the new dominant female, while the next male in line takes his place as the breeding partner. This ability, known as sequential hermaphroditism, ensures the continuity of the colony and demonstrates the remarkable adaptability of these small but resilient fish. Beyond their biology, clownfish play an essential role in the reef ecosystem. By defending anemones from butterflyfish and other potential threats, they help their hosts survive. In turn, the presence of clownfish encourages the growth and health of anemone populations, contributing to the diversity and balance of coral reef life. Their bright colors and constant activity also make them an important attraction for divers and marine enthusiasts, connecting people to the underwater world in a personal way. For humans, the clownfish has become a symbol of ocean life. Popularized by stories and films, it is often seen as a cheerful, playful character. But behind this image lies a deeper truth. Clownfish are vulnerable. Their survival is closely tied to coral reefs, which are under threat from climate change, rising ocean temperatures, and pollution. As reefs decline, so too does the future of the clownfish. Bleaching events that kill anemones leave these small fish without their vital homes, forcing them into dangerous exposed waters. Yet, the clownfish endures. Its adaptability, social structure, and symbiotic bond with anemones give it remarkable resilience. Scientists study these fish not only to understand their behavior, but also to gain insight into how reef ecosystems function as a whole. Conservation efforts to protect coral reefs also protect the future of clownfish, ensuring that generations to come will continue to marvel at their colors and their unique way of life. The story of the clownfish is one of harmony. It reminds us that survival in the ocean is not always about strength or size, but about cooperation and balance. A tiny fish, living among the venomous arms of an anemone, shows us how life can flourish in the most unlikely places. Beneath the waves, where danger is ever present, the clownfish dances in safety, a jewel of the reef and a testament to the power of partnership in nature. In the end, the clownfish is more than just a colorful creature of the sea. It is a symbol of resilience, cooperation, and the delicate threads that connect all life in the ocean. Clownfish are instantly recognizable for their vivid orange bodies marked with bold white bands outlined in black. Yet, not all clownfish look the same. There are more than 30 known species, and their colors range from bright yellows to deep reds. Some species even shift their shades depending on age, health, or the type of anemone they inhabit. Their striking appearance is not just for beauty. It also serves as a visual signal for communication within their colonies. The partnership between clownfish and sea anemones is one of nature's most iconic examples of symbiosis. Clownfish are protected from anemone stings by a unique mucus coating on their skin, which scientists believe they develop through acclimation, gradually touching the anemone's tentacles until they are recognized as safe. This relationship is mutualistic. The clownfish gains protection, while the anemone benefits from increased water circulation, cleaning, and defense against predators such as butterflyfish. Clownfish live in strict hierarchies. At the top is a dominant female, the largest fish in the group. Beneath her is a breeding male, and below them, several smaller, non-breeding males. If the female dies, the breeding male undergoes sequential hermaphroditism. It changes sex and becomes the new dominant female. Then, the next male in line becomes the breeding partner. This extraordinary adaptation ensures the continuity of the colony, even when leadership is lost. When it comes to reproduction, clownfish are devoted parents. The female lays hundreds of eggs on a flat surface close to the anemone, often choosing a rock or shell. The male then fertilizes the eggs and takes primary responsibility for guarding and caring for them. He fans the eggs with his fins to provide oxygen and removes any that appear unhealthy. After about 6 to 10 days, the eggs hatch, releasing larvae that drift away with the currents before eventually settling near a host anemone. Clownfish are native to the warm Indo-Pacific seas, including the Great Barrier Reef, the Red Sea, and waters surrounding Southeast Asia and Polynesia. Its story echoes through the reef, reminding us that even the smallest creatures play vital roles in maintaining the health and beauty of our blue planet. To watch a clownfish dart among the tentacles of its anemone is to witness a miracle of adaptation, a living lesson in the art of survival beneath the sea. The seahorse, tiny guardians of the seagrass meadows. Beneath the gentle sway of seagrass meadows and the colorful sprawl of coral reefs lives one of the ocean's most enchanting creatures, the seahorse. With its upright posture, curling tail, and horse-like head, it seems almost mythical, as if drawn from ancient legends. But the seahorse is real, and it is among the most fascinating and unusual fish in the sea. Its story is one of mystery, fragility, and extraordinary adaptations that set it apart from nearly every other animal on Earth. Seahorses belong to the genus Hippocampus, a name taken from the Greek words hippos, meaning horse, and campos, meaning sea monster. There are around 46 recognized species, scattered across shallow tropical and temperate waters around the world. Some are as small as a grain of rice, no more than 2 centimeters long, while others grow to the length of a human hand, reaching over 30 centimeters. Each species is adapted to its environment, blending seamlessly into seagrass, coral branches, or mangrove roots. Unlike most fish, the seahorse swims upright. Its body is covered not with scales, but with a series of bony plates, forming a kind of exoskeleton that makes it surprisingly tough. This armor protects it from many predators, though it also makes the seahorse a slow and clumsy swimmer. Powered mainly by a small dorsal fin beating dozens of times per second, it drifts gently through the water, more like a leaf in the current than a typical fish. Yet this weakness in speed is balanced by a mastery of disguise. Many seahorses can change color, growing brighter during courtship or fading into perfect camouflage against plants and corals. Some even grow skin filaments that resemble seaweed, making them nearly invisible to both prey and predators. Camouflage is essential because the seahorse lacks other defenses. It does not bite, sting, or chase. Instead, it relies on stealth and patience. With its long, tubular snout, the seahorse feeds on tiny crustaceans, copepods, shrimp, and larvae drifting in the water. When prey drifts close, the seahorse snaps its head forward with incredible speed, sucking its meal into its mouth in less than a millisecond. This ambush technique is efficient, but it requires constant effort. Without teeth or a stomach, the seahorse digests food quickly and must eat almost continuously. A single seahorse may consume thousands of tiny prey in a single day just to survive. But perhaps the most extraordinary feature of the seahorse is its approach to reproduction. In the seahorse world, it is the male that becomes pregnant. During courtship, a female transfers her eggs into the male's brood pouch, a specialized structure on his abdomen. Inside, the male fertilizes the eggs and nurtures them for weeks, supplying oxygen and nutrients while removing waste. In essence, the brood pouch acts much like a mammalian placenta. When the young are ready, the male goes into labor, releasing dozens, sometimes hundreds of fully formed miniature seahorses into the water. This remarkable reversal of reproductive roles is unique in the animal kingdom, making the seahorse a symbol of shared responsibility and parental dedication. Courtship itself is a delicate and beautiful ritual. Pairs of seahorses engage in daily dances, intertwining tails, changing colors, and moving in graceful synchrony. These dances not only strengthen their bond, but also help coordinate the timing of egg transfer. Many seahorses are monogamous, staying with the same partner throughout a breeding season, and some species may even pair for life. In the vast ocean, where survival often demands aggression, the seahorse embodies partnership and fidelity. Seahorses are also remarkable for their tails. Unlike the tails of most fish, the seahorse's is prehensile, able to curl and grasp. With it, they anchor themselves to seagrass, sponges, and coral branches, preventing them from being swept away by currents. The structure of the tail is so efficient, flexible yet strong, that engineers and scientists have studied it for use in robotics and design. This natural innovation allows the seahorse to live where others might be pulled helplessly by the tides. Geographically, seahorses are found in shallow coastal waters across the globe, from the mangroves of Southeast Asia and the coral reefs of the Pacific to the seagrass beds of the Mediterranean. Each habitat tells a different story. In the dense grasses of estuaries, pygmy seahorses cling invisibly to strands no thicker than a pencil. In the branching corals of Indonesia, the tiny Bargeman's pygmy seahorse, only a couple of centimeters long, matches the color and texture of the coral polyps it calls home so perfectly that it was not discovered until 1969. These microhabitats highlight the seahorse's reliance on fragile ecosystems increasingly threatened by human activity. Sadly, seahorses face many challenges. Their slow swimming makes them vulnerable to capture, and millions are harvested each year for traditional medicine, curios, and the aquarium trade. Habitat destruction, especially the loss of seagrass beds and coral reefs, further reduces their numbers. Climate change, rising sea temperatures, and ocean acidification add yet another layer of stress. Today, many species of seahorses are considered threatened or vulnerable, their populations declining across much of their range. Conservation efforts are underway. In many cultures, they are seen as guardians of the sea. Today, they continue to inspire not only artists and storytellers but also scientists who study their unique anatomy and reproductive biology for insights into medicine and evolution. The seahorse is a paradox, fragile yet armored, awkward yet graceful, vulnerable yet resilient. It defies the conventions of what we think a fish should be. Its very existence challenges our assumptions about gender roles, survival strategies, and the diversity of life. To watch a seahorse drift gently in a meadow of seagrass is to witness one of nature's quiet marvels, a reminder that wonder can be found in even the smallest and most unassuming of creatures. In the end, the seahorse is more than just an oddity of evolution. It is a symbol of the delicate balance of marine ecosystems, a living link between myth and science, and a testament to the creativity of nature. As long as seahorses continue to cling to their grasses and corals, their tiny tails wrapped around the threads of the ocean, they will remind us of the fragile beauty of the underwater world and of our responsibility to protect it. The pufferfish, a quirky marvel of ocean defense. In the tropical waters of the world's oceans, there lives a creature that is both charming and dangerous, playful and perilous. The pufferfish, sometimes called blowfish, is one of the ocean's most fascinating oddities. With its round eyes, gentle expression, and slow swimming style, it seems harmless, even cute. But behind its innocent appearance lies a complex animal, armed with one of the most extraordinary defense mechanisms in the natural world. Pufferfish belong to the family Tetrodontidae, a name meaning four teeth, referring to the fused plates in their mouths that form a strong beak-like structure. This beak is perfectly designed for crushing the hard shells of crabs, mollusks, and sea urchins. Around the world, there are more than 120 recognized species of pufferfish, ranging in size from just a few centimeters to over half a meter long. Some live in shallow coral reefs, while others thrive in brackish estuaries or even freshwater rivers. What makes the pufferfish truly remarkable is its ability to transform itself in the face of danger. When threatened, it gulps water, or sometimes air, into its highly elastic stomach, inflating into a spiny ball more than twice its normal size. This sudden transformation startles predators and makes the fish almost impossible to swallow. Some species are equipped with sharp spines that stand erect when the fish inflates, turning the once soft and gentle creature into a formidable ball of armor. Few predators are willing to risk a mouthful of such an unpleasant surprise. As if inflation were not enough, many pufferfish carry another weapon, one of the most lethal toxins known in the animal kingdom. Tetrodotoxin, found in the skin, liver, and other tissues of many species, is a powerful neurotoxin capable of shutting down nerve signals and causing paralysis. For humans, even a dose smaller than a pinhead can be fatal. Yet, interestingly, the toxin is not produced by the fish itself, but by symbiotic bacteria living within its body. This makes the pufferfish a deadly vessel for microbial chemistry. In the wild, very few predators dare to eat them, though some animals, such as sharks, appear immune to their poison. Despite their dangerous reputation, pufferfish are also known for their intelligence and curiosity. Unlike many fish, they have excellent vision, and their independently moving eyes allow them to scan their surroundings with remarkable precision. They are also agile maneuvers, capable of making sudden turns with a flick of their pectoral fins. Though not strong swimmers, their alertness and defenses make them surprisingly successful in the crowded ecosystems of coral reefs and coastal shallows. One of the most fascinating discoveries about pufferfish came from the coastal waters of Japan. Here, a small species, barely larger than a hand, has been observed creating elaborate geometric patterns on the sandy seafloor. In the end, the pufferfish teaches us an important lesson: never underestimate the quiet and the small. In the strange, wondrous world of the ocean, even the cutest little fish can be armed with some of the most powerful defenses on Earth. The parrotfish, colorful sculptors of the underwater world. In the vibrant world of coral reefs, where brilliant colors and countless species compete for space, one fish stands out not for its beauty alone, but for its bold personality and fearless spirit. This is the triggerfish, a creature admired by divers for its striking appearance, but respected, and sometimes feared, for its aggressive nature. Triggerfish belong to the family Ballistidae, with around 40 species distributed across tropical and subtropical oceans. Their bodies are oval and laterally compressed, covered in tough, sandpaper-like skin made of strong scales. Their name comes from a unique mechanism in their dorsal fins. The first spine locks upright like a spear, and the second acts as a trigger to release it. When threatened, a triggerfish can wedge itself into a crevice of coral or rock, locking the spine in place so tightly that predators, and even human hands, cannot pull it free. This simple but effective adaptation gives the fish its name and its security. Triggerfish are among the most colorful reef inhabitants. Species like the Picasso triggerfish display intricate patterns of blues, yellows, and blacks, reminiscent of abstract paintings. The queen triggerfish shines with iridescent greens and purples, while others wear bold stripes and bright spots. But beauty should not be mistaken for gentleness. These fish are known as the guardians of the reef, and they defend their territories with surprising ferocity. Unlike many reef fish, triggerfish are highly territorial, especially during nesting season. Females build circular nests in the sand, where they guard their eggs with relentless vigilance. Any intruder, whether another fish, a curious diver, or even something much larger, will be chased and bitten if it ventures too close. Their powerful jaws, lined with sharp teeth, are designed to crush the shells of sea urchins, crabs, and mollusks. Against flesh, those same jaws can deliver painful bites. This boldness has earned them both respect and caution among those who share their waters. Beyond their aggression, triggerfish are remarkable for their intelligence. Observations show that they can solve simple problems, remember territories, and even recognize individual divers. Some have been seen using tools, blowing jets of water to overturn sea urchins, exposing the softer underside to their crushing jaws. Such behavior reveals a surprising adaptability and learning ability uncommon among reef fish. Triggerfish are also important players in the balance of reef ecosystems. By feeding on sea urchins, they help prevent these spiny grotzers from overwhelming coral growth. In areas where triggerfish populations have declined, sea urchins often explode in number, scraping reefs bare and reducing biodiversity. In the shimmering chaos of the reef, the triggerfish reigns as a bold defender, a jewel of color, and a testament to the many ways life adapts to survive. The lionfish, a striking beauty with deadly spines. In the sunlit waters of the Indo-Pacific, where coral reefs burst with color and life, swims one of the ocean's most spectacular yet dangerous fish. With long, flowing fins striped like a royal robe, it looks like a creature painted by an artist's brush. This is the lionfish, an animal both admired for its beauty and feared for its venom. Lionfish belong to the genus Terwa, members of the scorpionfish family, Scorpionidae. Their name comes from the mane-like arrangement of spines that fan outward from their bodies, resembling the proud mane of a lion. There are about a dozen recognized species, but two in particular, the red lionfish Terwa volitans and the devil firefish Terwa miles, have become the most widely known, not only in their native range but across the globe. The body of a lionfish is a masterpiece of warning coloration. Alternating bands of red, brown, and white streak across its body and fins, sending a clear message to potential predators. Danger lies here. Along its back and sides, venomous spines rise like a crown of lances. Each spine is hollow and connected to venom glands, capable of delivering a painful sting. For humans, the sting is rarely fatal, but can cause excruciating pain, swelling, nausea, and in rare cases, more severe complications. For smaller predators, the lesson is usually learned once and never forgotten. Despite their formidable defenses, lionfish are graceful hunters. They are ambush predators, stalking small fish and crustaceans among the corals. With slow, deliberate movements, they extend their fan-like pectoral fins to herd prey into corners. Then, with a sudden strike, they suck the victim into their mouths in less than a blink. Studies show that lionfish can reduce populations of juvenile reef fish by up to 80% in some areas, a sobering reminder of their power as predators. In their native Indo-Pacific waters, lionfish are part of a balanced ecosystem. Here, natural predators such as groupers, eels, and sharks help keep their numbers under control. But the story changes dramatically outside their home range. In the late 20th century, lionfish were introduced, likely through the aquarium trade, into the Western Atlantic and Caribbean. With no natural enemies to limit them, their populations exploded. From Florida to the coast of South America, lionfish now dominate many reefs, spreading at an alarming rate. The invasion has become one of the most notorious examples of marine ecological disruption. In the Bahamas and other regions, lionfish densities are higher than in their native habitats, and their appetite for small reef fish has devastated local biodiversity. Species critical for cleaning algae from corals, for example, are consumed in huge numbers, leaving reefs more vulnerable to decline. Scientists warn that unchecked, lionfish could permanently alter reef ecosystems across the Atlantic and Caribbean. Yet, the same traits that make lionfish invaders also make them fascinating subjects of study. They reproduce with astonishing speed. A single female can release 2 egg masses every few days, each containing up to 15,000 eggs. Over the course of a year, one female may produce more than 2 million offspring. Carried by currents, these eggs disperse across vast distances, ensuring that lionfish colonize new habitats rapidly. Their larvae are small and nearly transparent, drifting among plankton before settling onto reefs. Within just a few months, juveniles grow into recognizable miniatures of the adult, complete with striped fins and venomous spines. This rapid growth allows them to reach maturity quickly, further fueling their population boom. Beyond their ecological role, lionfish are captivating in their appearance. Its presence tells us 2 stories, one of evolution's creativity, the other of ecological fragility. To encounter a lionfish is to be reminded of the ocean's complexity. Beauty and danger, predator and prey, native and invader, all meet in the striped body of this remarkable fish. And in its silent glide, we see both the elegance of the natural world and the consequences of human impact. The triggerfish, the bold defender of the reef. In the bustling neighborhoods of the coral reef, where thousands of creatures compete for food and space. One fish rules with boldness and determination. Brightly colored, intelligent, and unafraid, the triggerfish is both admired and avoided. To divers, it is a symbol of beauty. To intruders, it is a fearless defender. Triggerfish belong to the family Ballistidae, with around 40 species scattered across tropical and subtropical oceans. Their bodies are oval, flat, and protected by tough, scale-covered skin. Their name comes from a clever piece of anatomy. The first dorsal spine can be locked upright like a spear, while the second spine acts as a trigger to release it. When threatened, a triggerfish wedges itself into cracks in coral or rock, raises the spine, and locks in tight. Predators cannot pull it free. This simple adaptation gives the triggerfish safety and its name. Their colors are striking. The Picasso triggerfish wears abstract patterns of blue, yellow, and black, like a painting on canvas. The queen triggerfish glows with iridescent greens and purples. Others sport bold stripes and vivid spots. But behind the beauty lies a reputation. Triggerfish are some of the most aggressive fish on the reef, especially during nesting season. A female triggerfish builds a nest in the sand and guards it with relentless energy. She will chase away anything that approaches, fish, turtles, and even divers much larger than herself. Her bites are powerful, driven by strong jaws and sharp teeth designed to crush the armored shells of sea urchins and crabs. For an intruder, the message is clear: keep your distance. Even large animals hesitate to test the courage of a guarding triggerfish. Their aggression is not random. It is a strategy born of survival. By fiercely protecting their eggs, triggerfish ensure the next generation has a chance to grow. And while they may seem like bullies of the reef, their behavior plays a vital role in maintaining balance. By feeding on sea urchins, triggerfish help prevent these spiny grotsers from overwhelming coral growth. Without predators like the triggerfish, urchins can multiply unchecked, scraping reefs bare and leaving behind barren landscapes. In this way, the bold defenders of the reef also act as protectors of the ecosystem itself. But the triggerfish is more than just muscle. Observations reveal a surprising intelligence. They recognize individual divers and learn quickly which ones pose a threat. Some species have been seen blowing jets of water to overturn sea urchins, exposing their softer undersides before delivering a crushing bite. This tool-like use of water shows a level of problem-solving rare among reef fish. Triggerfish live across the tropics, from the lagoons of the Pacific to the reefs of the Caribbean. The clown triggerfish, with its polka dot pattern, prowls the Indo-Pacific, while the queen triggerfish patrols the Atlantic. Each species has its own range, but all share the same blend of toughness, intelligence, and boldness. Their cultural significance is just as colorful as their bodies. In Hawaii, the state fish is the humuhumu munukunukupua, the reef triggerfish. Its long name means the fish with a snout like a pig, a reference to the grunting sounds it makes when disturbed or caught. Across the Pacific, triggerfish appear in stories and traditions, often as symbols of courage, mischief, or resilience. It teaches us that strength comes not only from size or speed, but from determination, intelligence, and the courage to defend what matters. The triggerfish is more than a splash of color in the reef. It is a warrior, a protector, and a reminder of the fierce energy that keeps coral ecosystems alive. To watch one glide across the reef is to see both beauty and power combined, a fish whose presence shapes the world around it. And in its fearless defense of home, the triggerfish stands as one of the true guardians of the ocean's most vibrant habitats.